many people, many of us professionals suffer nowadays.
Burnout, not just a figure of speech anymore.
Do you often fantasize about leaving your job? You may be burnt out.
In today's fast-paced work environment, burnout and work-life balance have become increasingly important concerns.
And of course, we work so hard and then work longer. Because I believe if I work harder and then longer, I can achieve everything.
Then how to distinguish whether this stress is from your personal life or from your work?
I know some people will even go worse.
What this midlife crisis could be about, and what are the side effects of that time which can hit you?
You cannot make decision. You delay all your decision and you just feel what's going on.
This hybrid culture of working from home, we end up working whole day.
You don't have to choose between successfully or well-being, so you always have choice.
But I think there are many people who are just suffering and they don't know which direction they should move on. What's the right way to understand, first of all, that I am suffering through this, and then the ways how to prevent this? Hello everyone, welcome back to Experts Talk with Himansha. So today we have brought a very interesting and unspoken topic, burnout. So this is a topic which many people, many of us professionals suffer nowadays, but no one talks about it. So today we have our special guest who is going to talk about what is burnout, how to prevent it, and what are the stories or the things related around it. So stay tuned to our channel and welcome our guest Cardia, who is a Burnout Prevention Advocate, and today we'll be sharing her journey, her experience, and also in the end some few valuable free tips for you guys. So if you are someone who is interested in this topic, so stay tuned and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much. Hello Cardia, welcome to Experts Talk with Himansha. Would you like to introduce yourself to our audience?
Hey, sure. Thanks for having me today, and I'm so glad we have this conversation today, and because many people feel exhausted, it's just piece of success, and you had to choose successful or well-being, but actually it's not like that. So I'm born in China, and I have been travel more than 80 countries and 37 cities. So now I live in Hong Kong for 8 years, and then afterward now I'm in Germany for 8 years. So living and working in different places actually makes me have a different views of how our work and success and well-being. So I've experienced the fast-paced Asia, how it works, and Hong Kong is driven by ambition. And European, of course, this is always work-life balance. But one thing I get to know, burnout is not tied to any culture. Actually, it's a global challenge. I think it's really great we talked about that.
Yes, I think yes, nowadays burnout is something which every professional feels, but most of the cases they are unable to identify whether they are suffering through it or it's just a normal pressure. And most of the time they are reluctant to speak about it because of the family conditions or not healthy environments at work and so on. So maybe can you help us, or can you tell us what helped you or what motivated you to focus on this burnout prevention?
Sure. Actually, I experienced burnout firsthand. So many years I was setting high standard for myself, taking care of many projects, and of course we work so hard and then work longer. because I believe if I work harder and then longer, I can achieve everything. So that's why I hit burnout. And the burnout doesn't happen overnight. It actually builds slowly. So you start from feeling tired in your work, in your life, and you couldn't able to sleep well, and you keep forget everything. So your mental always feel cloudy over the day, yeah. And then it start. I've realized I need to stop because I realized my health decline, my relationship suffer, and my creativity disappear. So then I start to ask some friend, talk to some friend, and reach out to some coach and try to find a way I can exit. So
Okay, so as you said that some symptoms you feel tired, your mind feel cloudy, and you are under a continuous stress. But then, how to distinguish whether this stress is from your personal life or from your work? And as you said that you reach out to few friends, but sometimes people are not comfortable talking it about to anyone. So and I mean I just wanted to understand how you get in touch with those coaches, how you get to know that okay, this is a right time now, I should see some expert on this topic.
Firstly, I think I have a very lot of great friends, and then they see, oh, you are out of energy. They can see I always time reject for any party. I don't show up for any dinner, and they start to talk about and ask me what's going on. And I'm really grateful. I think you have some great friends surrounding around you. This is really support you. And then we start to talk, and I told them my symptoms, like I suddenly will so emotion, or I will feel so easy to be upset, and then I keep forgetting things, very strange. And then after the meeting, you don't remember what you're talking about. So then we start to share each other what's going on. And then it reach out, actually I go Google it, what is the burnout topic. And then I start to look into and studying what burnout will impact you. So then I actually find out lots of symptoms will happen in different people, because everybody will be in the different stage, will have a different symptoms. So then afterward, I find out some burnout coach, and then based on that, I see some of the information how they evaluate what is burnout. So we have people have a different stage, and then you should look into what really help you. So I actually, based on my experience, I develop a quick check-in burnout chit-chat sheet. So based on the question and answer, you can do a self-evaluation, what your status is.
Yeah, okay. That is really good to know that you have your own checklist to evaluate whether person is suffering from burnout. Because I think in your case, you are still outgoing to reach out to your friends to talk about, and you researched about it, and you land up with a coach. But I think there are many people who are just suffering and they don't know which direction they should move on. So I think this is good to know. Maybe we will elaborate it going forward little more. And I mean, then when this burnout happen, like how do you identify like at which stage you are? Maybe sometimes it's a small one for one day or 1 week or so on. Sometimes it goes for a long, then you might need an external support from someone, or if it is more, you might need to see a doctor. I mean, I don't know, I'm just guessing. So can you explain that how the cycle goes, or what are the different stages of burnout?
Yeah. So I think for me, it's like starting from you feel really tired. So you wake up and then you still want to sleep again.
Okay.
And then, or you take a rest over the weekend, but then on Monday you feel you're still tired. So then second one is like you start to wake up in the evening and you keep thinking about all the works and you always feel nervous you have something not finished. So it's like you're running 24 hours in a certain under pressure. So you never relax. You feel like you are intense. You are just like a ball which is in a tight muscle. So
Okay.
that's the second stage. I feel myself. Then afterward, one day, one friend just come to me say, "Hey, Cardia, how are you?" And then I start to cry. I can't stop. So, and then I realized there's something wrong. So then I step out from my work. I take a 10-day holiday, and then I start to say, "Wait, I need to stop myself. It had to be changed." And then this is the next step. Of course, when I studying burnout, I know some people will even go worse. So people told me actually they had to go to clinic and then visit a doctor because they can't work because your mental you cannot make decision, you delay all your decision and you just feel what's going on. It's something like your system was completely shut down, your emotion was shut down. So that's why I really recommend talk to the people because if you can spot the early side, you save your life.
Correct. I think this is good that too you identify this in early stage. Talk to people. Don't be reluctant about it because there are different ways to treat it rather than visiting the doctors. But this is also something good to know that there are some clinics, that burnout clinics who deal with these problems, and this is something different than our normal house arts or doctor. Is it?
Correct. Actually, I actually surprised to me when I reach out and I Google it, the burnout topic. Actually, there's a lot information on the internet, but I was surprised because not everyone want to talk about that because you feel if you say burnout, maybe you are kind of behind and you lose your promotion, you lose your chance in your career work. So that's why I feel many people actually hitting burnout, but they are hiding it. But you need to listen your body because actually your body is telling you, hey, you need to stop to make things change. So I actually find out there are some misconcept people think about it. So I'm tired. So there are three things people most happen. They are misunderstand about how serious of the burnout. So first, everyone think after vocation, I will be everything back. I will be perfect. Vocation is great, but if you don't change anything, burnout just waiting you outside after your trip. Second, self-care is not luxury. The third thing is everyone feel like if I slow down and then I will be behind. But it's actually not true because burnout really slow you down.
I mean, then is there some like kind of a age group or something where people usually suffer this burnout? Because I think you said, okay, that you have to, self-care is not a luxury, it is a must, or that vacation. So maybe I'm just thinking when you have more responsibilities from work, from family, or from surrounding, is there some influence to it?
You are absolutely right. So
Okay.
most of the people hitting burnout is around the midlife because at that time you are having more responsibility, like you said. So at that time you are already, most of the professional people are in a leadership role and the pressure is high in work. In the meanwhile, you are also taking care of your family. And so you have teenager kids and aging parents. Maybe you take care of both. So that's why it's hitting you lots of responsibility. But on the other hand, actually your body also change. So the hormone change and then your recover will be slowly And that's why everything comes together. And that's why at that time you feel like, oh, I'm not easy and quick to recover because
Yeah. I have heard a lot about in the movies and all about the midlife crisis, but now actually it's like first time I'm
yeah.
also talking about something. Okay, what does midlife crisis could be about, and what are the side effect of that time which can hit you? And it is good that we are talking about it because it will give a lot of insight, some ideas to the people that they are already aware that something of this can happen and how to prevent it. So are there some like myths about burnout?
So, right, many people will feel like there is a three things stand out. So most of people think, oh, after I just need a vacation. So after the project close, I just take a vacation. I will back in minutes or days. So actually, the truth is not like that because you don't change anything, and then you never will heal. So the burnout is still will hit you after you come back from your trip. Second concept is like self-care. It's just a luxury. It's a must. So actually your body is telling you you need a break. So it's not like a spa day and then everything will treat. So self-care is you need to implement every day and you need to make sure you have the micro reset or like a small retrieval and then will help to protect your energy and your career. The last one, most of the professionals think, oh, if I stopped, I'll fall behind. But actually it's not because if you don't stop and protect yourself and protect your energy, actually you burn out and actually it will be more driving you behind.
Yeah, I think this last one is something where our audience can get along because most of us always feel okay, they will left behind, they will be behind in their career, or if they speak about it, people will think they are not capable of enough to take more leadership roles. So most of them are also a bit reluctant about it. I think this is really good to talk about, and it is a quite sensitive topic. I mean, as you also explained that you yourself was a victim of burnout, and how your journey you improved out of it. First you recovered from the burnout, and then now you yourself are practicing to become a burnout prevention advocate. So what techniques do you follow to talk to people or to help them in their burnout?
Right. Actually, I developed my own framework based on my study, and so this is the three pillars inside. So first reset, and then redesign, and then reclaim. So let me explain one by one. So reset is you have to do your own audit to find out where your energy goes, and then where's your biggest energy leaks. So because by there you get your awareness where you're spending your energy every day. That's why you come into exhaust after so much energy gone. So imagine you are having an empty cup and then you can't pour anywhere. So that's why the first step you need to be aware where your energy spending all the time. Yeah. Because I'm sure for most of people you try to be nice to everyone and then you want to be helping everyone so can be the fixer for anyone. So that's why actually spending a lot of effort from you. Yeah. Then second is a redesign. So based on your energy audit, you find out where is the main energy goes with you, and then you can redesign those is where it's matter for you or not. So based on that, you can reset. So like so I also talk to some people after each meeting, you just spend 2 minutes, drop down what's is one key takeaway, and then one actionable item for next. Then your mind will be cleaned up, and then you're ready for the next step. or next task. But your brain will give some time to have a break and clean up the mind. And secondly, for the redesign, actually also important for you today to set up your own habits. So you don't have to change your habit, but you can build small habit to help you build up your energy.
Okay.
So I always like to have good food, and you had, of course, the neutral foods, eating neutral food, not skipping. I'm not the one who like to skipping meat because you feel hungry. So and then it doesn't really work. So I'm not really one to promote like you should eat less. So, but instead eat good. And then also moving your body, and don't forget hydrate yourself. So make sure you drink enough water, and that's a small habit, but it will change your energy. Last one but not least is reclaim. So always set your boundary. Doesn't mean you are not nice to people, but take care yourself. So don't overcommit everything, because you only have 24 hours. Everyone equal. If you're doing everything for everyone, is it really important for you or not? And then actually killing your energy for something important and matter for you. So think about something asks your help, and then remember, does it really important for you? Does it really matter for you? Ask this question before you say yes.
Okay, it's good to know. It's how it's called: reset, redesign, and reclaim. So reset first yourself, how you reboot your system. Redesign by things you like, by small changes in your habit or just following your habits which were left behind, and then reclaim. It's like setting boundary. I think setting boundary is something really important in nowadays in professional world, so that we know, okay, we do not overcommit things which can bring stress and pressure to us. I think it is quite good and informative to know about it. Maybe I'm getting a little excited to know more about. So can you give us some example or some life example where you have treated or helped someone to recover from their burnout, and maybe some examples of some kind of issues you have come across?
One example, actually, it's a very simple tactic I teach some of the friend,
Okay.
and then because our brain also needs some time to rest, so your brain
True,
is
very
not
true.
running all the time,
Yes.
right? So, and then one day he told me, so he's so I have one friend, she's the director for some company, and then she come to me say, I had so many work, and then I feel like I'm never ending to complete all of this, so how I can go on. So then I say, okay, I give her first very simple tactic. We have kind of multiple conversation together. Then I say, okay, I give you one tool so you can bring it back immediately and can implement tomorrow. So I say you need to set a boundary as a working place, because she work from home, she don't have this ending time. So you start earlier, you never end. So you're checking email in the late evening. So how I did, so I asked her to set up a proper workspace, such as clean up your desk and put a plant on that, and then put a lamp. So at 5 p.m. or you schedule your ending time.
Time.
Shut down your light, and then write down one win on your notebook, and then tell yourself, today the work is done. Then close your laptop, and then back to your family. So after weeks, she told me, oh, this has really changed her life, because then he's more present to the family, and she can have more time with the kids, husband, enjoy the evening.
I mean, this is such a small thing, but You are very right. Nowadays, in this hybrid culture of working from home,
Yeah.
we end up working whole day. We are watching TV, we are with our kids or someone. Suddenly, our mobile pops up, and we start reading the office emails, and we are out from our personal world, and we do enter in this professional work again and again. So it's very necessary to keep your boundaries strict on it.
Yeah, so that's why friends come to me. We need to have first conversation and see what's going on and what's maybe struggling from your side or what's the challenge as you today. So everybody have a different challenge, I would say, because from your family, from your work, it's different. Yeah, so you don't have to pay expensive ticket to go to a retreat. But small change actually will make your life completely change. That's
Correct.
how I'm passionately working on a burnout prevention because I feel when I see my friend back to themselves, I'm so happy I can help.
I think it's good to know about all the strategies and techniques you use. But I was thinking if I'm a talkative person, it's easier for me to speak about my problem or to reach out to my friends or coach somewhere, then I can still manage. But imagine if I'm an introvert person, I don't feel confident to share it with my friends, family, or my line manager because of different fears which has come as a gift from the burnout, I would say. Then what's the right way to understand first of all that I am suffering through this, and then the ways how to prevent this.
Right, so I actually try to create a safe environment like a committee to allow everyone express themselves. So I call this Cardia's coffee chat.
Okay.
So you can reach out to me one to one. We can have 20 minutes call to understand what's the challenge you are facing or what you're struggling. So, or understand each other. We can have a free talk, like, okay, just a live talk. And to be honest, I like to meet new friends. So that's why it's easy for me connect to anyone. So I have many people reach out to me and I create a different group of chatting. And so some people, they know each other. I group them together. We'll go for some dinner together. And then I will arrange some other activity together.
Thank you, Cardia, for being our guest and sharing your valuable insights on such a sensitive topic. I think this is something is happening more nowadays, and people are a little reluctant to talk about it. But I think this is a good platform where they'll get to know about it, and also not only know about it, but also get a helping hand to come out of it.
Yeah.
So I think it's really beneficial. Thank you so much.
Thank you to having me today again. Yeah.
Yes.
So remember the last reminder for our listener. Say you don't have to choose between successfully or well-being. So you always have choice.
Yes. If you are someone who are looking for help or a helping hand to come out or handle your burnouts, then you are at the right place. You feel free to write an email to us, and we will help you with the checklist or a guidance portal PDF created by our guest Cardia, which you can take a self-assessment at home, and you will be able to understand, are you the victim of burnout or not? If the result comes positive and you need some help, then you write it to us and we will help you connect with Cardia, where she will give you complete free of cost assessment for your first attempt, and she will help you to grow in this to come out from this stress moment. So this effort and this cost is absolutely free for our audience. So please do subscribe to us and don't be hesitant to speak about the topic. Whatever you share with us will remain confidential, and we will share it only with the coach and you. So stay tuned to our channel and continue watching. Thank you.